Hey guys, Heidi Easley here, Texas Art and Soul, and I am so excited to bring you Sandra today. I'm going to let her tell you all about herself because I am just really inspired by what she's done just over the past month. So, Sandra, tell us where you're at and what's going on.
Hi, I'm Sandra, and my trade is right now is painting. I love painting. All of a sudden, I'm just crazy about painting. But my profession is counseling. And about 5 months ago, I had a vision. God gave me a vision that I was painting. He showed me that I was painting. And I was doing different things, and I began to get on YouTube and Google and I was almost about to give up, and then I seen this lady had on cowboy boots and some white pants and a white shirt, and that was I
Oh,
enrolled. Excuse me, I enrolled in the virtual mentorship program. I wanted something behind my back, just in case if someone said, could you do a paint party and what kind of credentials do you have? So I wanted something to say, okay, I've been through this course or I've been through a mentorship program. So I never picked up a paintbrush, never touched one until recently. I said about a month ago. And I began to read the modules and I start to freak out. I called Heidi crying and overwhelmed. She said, okay. She calmed me down and she began to say, uh, I just don't, she didn't want me to do the modules yet. So I started by just painting. And the first and foremost thing, everyone, you have to be confident in yourself. And that's what she told me. I was lacking confidence. So I'm wondering, how do I get it? So she said, just paint, paint. I was trying to paint inside the lines, but that doesn't matter. That didn't matter at the time. So now I'm confident. I got a little nervous in me somewhere, but I am very confident in myself. And this all happened in 1 month.
I just
So,
I just can't believe it, Sandra. And you're in Georgia, right?
yes.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so the coolest thing about this lady is when she was messaging me and saying, she was kind of like having a freak out moment. And I was like, well, let's just talk, and I gave her a call or she called me, I don't remember which one. And then she said, I've never painted before and I signed up for your course and I've never painted before. And I was like, I've never had this happen before. Like I've had people that, signed up and maybe have just started painting. And so was it your second or your third painting that you booked a party?
My second one. It was my second painting. I had my brother. I mean, he was having a barbecue in the backyard. He said, "But just bring your paint stuff, and this is the way you can get get us to critique you and see what you're liking." And he said, "Only thing I need to say, you just need to be more prepared. You were bringing stuff in, they're lugging this in and lugging that in, but." Everybody paint turned out their pictures turned out real good, and I was so excited. So now I know to prepare myself a little better than what I was doing. So I am so excited. I'm just overwhelmed right now with the excitement.
Well, yeah, and it's so cool because I mean, you are a person who are like, I mean, like you said God gave you a vision, several years ago. Is that right?
No, several months, like January, I saw the vision.
Oh,
Yes, it
wow.
was January, but I don't know March when I started talking to you, the end of March.
And then you're like, you just immediately start taking action. And I
Yes,
love that because I mean, in your second painting was the elephant. Is that right?
yes, yes, it
I was
was.
so impressed. I was like, okay, God definitely wants you to do this. If you did that on your second painting ever, like really cool. And we'll show. I'm going to edit this video, so if it's okay with you, Sandra, I'll show
Yes.
people your second painting. Okay, so were there any fears? I know we've touched on this, but tell us a little bit about the fear maybe you're even having right now.
Yes, there is a fear of talking to you the first time. For me, yes, there was fears. I was scared of the unknown. Not knowing how to start, not knowing what to do. Um, when I was painting, staying inside the lines. I'm supposed to stay inside the lines. That was all in my head. And why my painting is not looking like theirs. All these thoughts was in my head, but it still come from confidence. It still come from confidence. And right now, I'm still working on confidence, but I am sure enough better than where I started. Oh my God, it's overwhelming. Just the excitement.
Oh, I love that. I know, like, I'm like that too. When I know something really cool is about to happen, and like when you can see God is doing something in your life, and you're just like, you just got to be there and start taking the steps towards it. Like, I think that is the coolest feeling in the world. Would you agree?
Yes, 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 it is. It really is. And you know, I mean, I just don't know how I would me being in painting. That wasn't part of me. I love fashion. I love colors, and I know that has something to do with it. But painting, that wouldn't have been me. And I mean, I had to just go about, go with where He was leading me. I'm talking about God, and He showed me the vision. He showed me some things, and I'm like, okay, God, I'm gonna be obedient. So that's what I done.
Wow, that's so cool. So you already have a party set up in June at your church, is that right?
Yes, ma'am. I have 30. I
Oh
have
my
30.
gosh. And that's usually most people sign up the last week. So you're gonna have a big party. Make sure
Yes,
you hire help
yes,
and ask
yes,
questions when you start getting closer to that so we can
yes. I will. I will.
and
It's so funny.
I know that all this is so brand new to you. But I mean I would love for you to maybe even try to answer this question. Like what's your big dream?
If you don't mind, I would like to say this. I consider you to be my mentor for real, and
Oh,
I haven't asked you. I haven't asked you that. You're the only art teacher I ever had, and I'm about to tear.
you make me cry.
It's like a teacher would want a student that they're teaching to do better than them and to set goals higher than them. And that's what you have done for me. Therefore, I'm like, I owe so much to you. I would love to travel and do the things that you do even better. I would love to go overseas and teach step by step painting to unfortunate kids, and not just kids, to families, to people who don't have laughter, who don't have fun, and who don't know anything about healing. Because art has taught me to heal. That's one of my big dreams.
Oh my God.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh, thanks for sharing all that. Like some of these interviews they do get emotional and they get emotional for me and it's so true. I want y'all to far exceed anything I'm doing. Like I truly feel like art heals and the more people we can get out there showing that to people, the kinder people will be, the more people will have more fun. I mean, it all circles around and I can tell in your spirit that like, you want to give back and you want to help these people. And that's the thing. It's hard. It's really hard to give back when we're trying to pay our own bills and when we're
Yeah,
trying to just, make it and just get our stuff paid for. But like when you have a lot of extra money coming in, like you can give back. It's
yeah,
easy.
yeah.
It's so many more opportunities. So I just love your big dream. That's awesome.
Thank you.
Okay, so let's leave some people with some hope. And I'm so glad you just shared your heart with us. What's something you would tell somebody out there that maybe is, that's like you, that maybe has never painted before or just started painting but really loves it and is thinking about maybe doing this thing? Like, what would you tell them?
for me, I would say since God allowed me to see me, to really see what's inside of me, this is something I never thought I would be doing. So I owe him everything with inside of me because he created us. And I would like for people to stop existing and to live. Something is screaming inside of us and it wants to come out. So, just be creative. Don't be scared. If you're scared, just take a step. Someone is there to support you. And we have a support group, our painting sisterhood. So they can join that. And I'm telling you, it's so many people on there just support one another. There's no reason you shouldn't. You should try it anyway. You should try it anyway because I promise you, it has helped me tremendously. Things I have overread. You have told me about the brushes I supposed to use. I overread that. I got on Sisterhood and all the ladies said, it was on your module. Heidi already told you. And then they told me, okay, go right here, go right here. And I mean, it's just so much support there. It really is. So I would just tell them, don't exist, live. Don't exist, live.
I love that. That's like one of my big things for this year. Like my whole word of the year is adventure because we've been such in a constant, health crisis and, so many different things with our family that has happened that's been so sad. And so this year, me, my husband, and my daughter, we're like, we're going to have adventures. We're going to have some freaking fun this year. Like enough of the hospital visits and all of that.
Wow.
And so, yeah, I love that. Like, don't just exist, live. It's such like an easy thing to say, but it's so true. We can get stuck in that mundane of just going to work, doing our thing where just go try to have some fun,
Yes. And that's what it is for me. It's fun. It really is.
Yeah. Yeah. I was at a party last night teaching 50 kids and they bet me to sing, Sandra, and I am the worst singer on the planet. And they wanted me to sing for them. And so I promised them at the end of the event, I would do a little song. And so I belted out A Million Dreams from The Greatest Showman. And some of the little kids that I'd taught before were like, it was so good. And the other ones were like, I warned you it would be bad. I'm an artist, not a singer. But yeah, it's just like a blast. I don't know. I just have so much fun doing it. And I'm so glad you're seeing the opportunity and the opportunities, more opportunities come. That's the coolest part. The paint parties is just the start. And then there's so many other fun things that come from it. So I'm so excited for you, Sandra. And thank you so much for sharing your heart and your time and just being here with us.
You're welcome. I enjoyed it. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. And everybody else, let us know if you want to see more stories like this. I love sharing people's stories. And thank you so much for watching. And until next time, bye guys.